So we come to the sprint review. We've delivered an increment in the sprint, and we come to a sprint review. And the first and probably a really important thing to say about the sprint review is that the atmosphere feels very different from a review in a traditional waterfall style of project. This is not a place where we have confrontation. This is not a place where you're trying to justify your actions, trying to justify yourself. Remember, over the last 3 or 4 sprints, the first 3 or 4 sprints, we have built trust with each other. We have built transparency, and we are eager to work together to decide how we're going to progress. So the product, the software, the project that we're working on. And one of the things that is interesting to consider in this is that how this should feel is that the team should be excited and looking forward to sharing where they've got to with the product, with the work that they were doing during the sprint, and they're looking forward to feedback from users and from stakeholders as to where we're going next with the product in terms of achieving the overall goals that we want. But a very, very different atmosphere and feeling from what you get with traditional review or status projects, status updates in projects. So the Scrum Guide talks about, the latest version talks about the fact that the purpose of the sprint review is to inspect the outcome of the sprint and determine future adaptations. The Scrum team presents the results of their work to key stakeholders, and progress towards the product goal is discussed. Who will normally do this? Normally the Scrum Master will organize this and pull everyone together, but really it's up to the team and members of the team to present their pieces, the bits that are relevant to them, and again, it's a positive environment. The first sprints, maybe there won't be very much to say, and we use this as an opportunity to confirm that we are on track in terms of understanding, in terms of the context and the clarity of the outcome that we're looking for. So just a few quick pointers to get us going. We time box this event. It should be, a suggestion is a maximum of 2 hours for a 2-week sprint. We present the results of the work to stakeholders and users, but it's about feedback and discussion. This isn't, again, this idea of the status report where, is it green, is it amber, is it red, what's going on and what are you doing about it? We need to be able to look at the plan. We need to be able to look at what we're trying to achieve. We need to be able to look at the outcome that we're wanting to achieve and decide how we're going to get there. Again, over time, over the first 2 or 3 or 4 sprints, hopefully, trust is building across the team and across the wider team, and transparency is paramount. We focus on inspecting and adapting, and we do this based on data. We want data-driven evidence. We want evidence-based decision-making to be happening, so that we can go into the next sprint. We can decide what we're going to do next. We may be changing the product backlog right there and then, based on new prioritization that we need to do. But we're being very nimble as to what we're going to do next. Do we need to fix anything that has happened? Do we need to finish something that we haven't completed? Does that need to go back into the backlog? Or are we actually going to change direction and do something else first? Of course, the idea is, with transparency, with trust, we want full collaboration within the team, collaboration between the team and those stakeholders, the users, vendors, anybody else that is becoming involved in this process, so that we can all together work towards achieving and fulfilling that outcome.